Tonight, new developments in the search for Nancy Guthrie aren't slowing down, but investigators still have yet to hit a big break in the case. DNA results are coming back without matches, but the sheriff tells us that they haven't struck out yet.
12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra sat down with the sheriff today and has the latest from Tucson.
Investigators returned to Nancy Guthrie's property to conduct follow-up, now 17 days into this kidnapping investigation. I spoke with Sheriff Chris Nanos about new developments in this case.
We're going to go with faith and hope that we find Nancy. She's safe and sound.
Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos tells me he has no reason to believe that 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie won't be found alive, despite no signs of her in the 17 days since she disappeared.
We know somebody out there knows something. We need to hear from that person.
DNA evidence found inside and around Nancy's home is being analyzed around the clock, but it's yet to produce any leads. DNA found on a pair of black gloves 2 miles from Nancy's home didn't trigger any matches in a nationwide database called CODIS, and it didn't match DNA found at the crime scene either.
Nothing's dead-end until it's dead-ended. That DNA can still be submitted for genealogy.
It remains unclear if any DNA collected in this case belongs to the man seen tampering with Nancy's doorbell camera the night of her disappearance. But detectives are trying to identify him based on his clothing and backpack, an item sold exclusively at Walmart.
The guy in the video. That's been our biggest, really great piece of evidence to work from.
Investigators are also visiting gun shops in Tucson.
So they're taking that video, not 40 pictures, not anybody's names, and going to gun shops saying, do you recognize this gun? Do you recognize this holster? Do you recognize the person?
The 2 men detained and released during court-authorized search warrants in Rio Rico and Tucson last week haven't been fully cleared from the investigation. According to Nanos, they're still analyzing evidence found in their cars and homes.
We were looking for one person at that home, and the other person we're looking for is Nancy. Nancy wasn't there.
The sheriff couldn't tell me when he cleared Nancy's children and in-laws as possible suspects.
They've been through hell.
But says they were thoroughly investigated.
We have asked for all their phones, all their computers, their cars, their houses. We have processed them. We have talked to them at arm's length.
Nanos remains confident his detectives will find Nancy and the person who took her.
We tell that monster, just let her go. Just let her go.
911 and non-emergency calls have skyrocketed in Pima County in the last 17 days. The sheriff asked that people continue to keep calling in tips with hopes it will lead them to Nancy. In Tucson, Gabriella Becerra, 12 News.
Gabby, thanks.